Bold predictions. What do you believe? What do you believe that you will go public with? Got one here. It's bold. I will grant you, it's bold. Ohio State, with a whole new coaching staff, will have 4 losses this year. That's Austin in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Rough weather up there tonight, I'm told. Austin, you made a critical mistake. You did not tell me if you just mean the regular season or not. If you're telling me Ohio State loses 4 games in the regular season, that's a 10. That would be a 10. But, if you're just telling me they'll lose 4 games, do you realize Ohio State can make the national championship game and have that happen? If you just think about it, let's say they go 10-2 in the regular season. One of the losses is to Texas, and let's say they got 1 conference loss, which means they probably go to the Big Ten championship game. So they're 10-2, they go there, they lose. They're 10-3, but they're good enough to get in the playoff. Then they go on a run like they did last year, but they lose in the national championship game. Well, that means that they're, 13-4? They're a 4-loss team, but they also won 13 games. So it's a 9.25. Still bold. It's a 9.25, but they lost 2 games in the regular season last year. Like, all that lost production to the draft, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but since you didn't specify regular season, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think with the way college football is structured now, you could play in the national title game and be a 4-loss team. Crazy to think about. Next up, now this one's fun. Mike from Florence, Alabama. Jackson Arnold will lead the SEC in touchdown passes. I put an 8.25 on this. Shockingly, I think this can happen. Now, I also think he could flame out. It's a very, very big risk-reward proposition there at Auburn this year. Now, we looked the last 4 or 5 years, the average of the quarterback that leads the SEC in touchdown passes is 39 touchdown passes. That's where you got to be. Bryce Young had 47. Quinn Ewers led it last year with 31. So somewhere in that 30 to 50 range, that's where you're going to land. Jackson Arnold had 12 last year. That's misleading, of course, because he got benched and Oklahoma was terrible, and now he's transferred to Auburn. Auburn was 28th in pass yards per game last year, and now they lost their leading rusher, which means they probably throw the ball a little more this year. They've got one of the sneaky best wide receiver rooms in the country. He'll need to throw the ball a lot. This could happen. This really could happen. So I'm only going to put like a 8, let's say 8.25 on it. That's what I'm putting. Next up, this is really specific. Chris from South Bend. All the schools that hosted a playoff game last season will host one again this year. So that's Texas, Ohio State, Penn State, Notre Dame. Those are the 4 teams that host a playoff game. And you got 3 first-year starting quarterbacks there that have to get the job done. Notre Dame, also, because they're one of them, Notre Dame needs to be number 5, 6, 7, or 8. They've got to finish exactly there. Well, 1 through 8, I guess. Hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you're not, I humbly ask that you click subscribe. It's free. It doesn't sign you up for anything. What it does is it helps us keep this show free so we can just do college football year-round. All right, back to the clip. So there's a lot that has to specifically happen there. I'm going to put a 9.75 on that one. That's just it. They're all good teams. But again, you're counting on 4 things to specifically happen. That's tough. And the last one, this is bold. This is going to be a 9.5 as well. Abilene, Texas checking in. Sawyer Robertson becomes Baylor's 2nd Heisman winner, and he leads Baylor to a bye in the playoffs, which means they win the Big 12. So you got the Heisman winner, and they win the Big 12. I put a 9.5 on this, but strangely, neither would shock me if they happen. You know, that's too bold. I'm going to leave 9.5. I already said it. But they're correlated. If he wins the Heisman, it's probably because they won the Big 12, obviously. So Baylor's got good odds. They got about as good odds as anybody else to win the Big 12. Sawyer Robertson is set up to succeed. 3,000-yard passing guy last year, 28-8 touchdown to INT ratio. They've got a thing happening at Baylor right now where the guy who would be their number 1 receiver is waiting to hear on eligibility. Some really weird thing where the NCAA They ruled that he was eligible for another year, so he didn't go out for the draft. Now they've come back in and said, never mind, he's not eligible. Baylor's fighting it. Who in the world knows how that's going to work out? Is Baylor going to have enough national spotlight on them? Robert Griffin III ended up having enough on him there. So Sawyer Robertson, there's some obstacles to overcome. You also need like Arch Manning to not be great, or like Julian Sayin to not be great, because they make it tough for the quarterback at Baylor to win it all. I'm gonna put a 9.5 on it though. So if that hits, Chalice of Supremacy headed to Abilene, Texas.